stay excited because I just clicked record. Welcome back, everyone. We are Vrock'n'Gnoll, and this is our 35th session of Shadows of the Arcan.
35. I feel like that's the prime age, right?
Like we got 2 more episodes, and then we're going to enter a slow decline that lasts into our 40s.
Wow, that hits a bit close to home.
Some of us are a couple of years older. Oh, with the birthday boy.
Yeah, I'm still.
That's right. Yes, happy birthday.
I'm still fresh and baby-faced and ineligible to run as president of the United States, much to my chagrin. I really think that 2024 has a real opening, but actually, I'll be good by 2024. Get the vote out now.
That's what's missing.
It's for our listeners. Yeah, it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it'll be too late by the time they hear this.
Oh,
that's true.
I hope you voted.
If you didn't, if you voted, well done. You have saved democracy. If you didn't, then you are directly responsible for the downcline, for the
then shut the fuck up.
Of democracy.
If you vote, we welcome you. If you didn't, shut the fuck up.
What are you doing?
Go vote.
Podcast. Go and vote.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, I vote we start.
I'm
excited.
On board for that.
I'll add my votes to that action. So.
Yep, my ballot's been cast.
What made you think this is a democracy? Said the DM.
Yeah. Oh my god, a democracy would be awful.
No.
Hey.
In our last session, the party managed to slay the specter of a long-gone necromancer, and the time loop was broken. Impik, collecting the pieces of the smashed artifact, left back to his lab in Velitria, and the party took some time to lick their wounds. Fenrir, Eredh's faithful steel companion, lay slain. Gathering most of the important pieces from the metal remains, Eredh also found 2 gemstone eyes of the specter. The party also found and retrieved the leather-bound tome marked with the same red and green eyes of the creature they had just slain. Making their way back to town, they reported to the mayor, who paid them the agreed-upon sum and expressed her remorse that their missing friend had not been found. She herself, she claimed, had lost someone dear to her, her daughter, almost 3 years ago. The party retired to the inn, taking their evening rest in their rooms provided for them free of charge. And there they slumbered peacefully. In the meantime, however, Mikhail.
Oh shit.
You make your way through rows of wheat and barley turned crimson by the evening sun. Golden hour is upon you as you approach your simple cottage, and you feel a sense of absolute contentment and peace, a feeling you had forgotten almost entirely since leaving your home. You close your eyes for but a moment to feel the golden light, yet as you breathe in the evening air, there's an acrid taste to it, like ash carried on the wind. As you open your eyes again, it's nighttime now. You're surrounded by heat and flame. Your farm is burning. You hear the cry of your daughter and the raucous laughter of a voice you remember all too well, layered with the sound of your wife's scream of desperation.
I be damned! I be damned! Damned! The whole point of coming back here was
to stop this, not to relive it. I don't want to remember this. I don't want to remember this. I don't want to remember this.
You again, Fergus. You feel a hand grip your shoulder, and it yanks you back. You see the sneering, ugly face of Bloth.
No, not you. Not you. I move my hand to my rapier, instinctively to pull it out, and thrust at him.
As you strike him, the projection around you is shattered. You once again float in a sea of 1,000,000 stars, and standing before you is a familiar woman with deep blue skin, robed in white.
Make ye to mock me then. Rip me from my slumber, and then finagle it, so that's my only chance at going back. The only shot I ever had is taken. And yet you demand what from me? My servitude, huh? My undying faith? I ought to stick you with this.
She tilts her head to the side, her faceless expression that's haunted your dreams. Did you think that came from me? No, Mikhail. That came from you. Control is difficult to master. Pain and suffering cloud our senses. It's all right. You will learn.
I'm done playing your game. Done. My whole life. It was all taken from me. And now I'm made to keep existing. And to be the victim of my own prison. Of my own ill-fated memories.
No, Mikhail. They're not your memories. Create. Imagine something new. Go ahead.
Fine. I guess I don't have a choice in this matter. And we shall go back then, back to a better time. Back to an arena and that boy, Connor. Both thinking that they were some sort of pastry chefs, because old Meg showed them her recipe for making boysenberry pie. And of course they forgot that the measurements of salt and sugar were such that you only put a little bit of salt and a bunch of sugar in. Well, that was one of the worst pies that I ever had. I remember how it smelled. It smelled delicious. Like the best pie I ever had when I came home. Trail wafting across the field. From the cell I see.
As you describe it, there's a smell that hits you of fresh baked pie. And looking around you, you're standing inside your cottage. But the chair where your wife usually sat is empty. Only one standing there is a young boy. Mr. Fergus, sir? Why am I here?
Making me a pie, Connor.
I don't know how I got here, but where I came from it was cold and dark.
Connor, is that really you? Connor, what manner is this? Show yourself, woman!
Don't leave, Mr. Fergus, please. I don't want to go back to the darkness.
You all go back there, boy. Quit your crying about it.
See, he sort of sits down against the wall in the corner and tucks into himself, and you can hear him sobbing quietly.
I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. Why? Why? I don't understand why me. If I have all this power, as you say, if this really be the boy, what do you want me to do?
Vanishes. You can't see it yet. It's all right. You will with time. The rest of you awake, refreshed, to the sounds of chirping birds and early light streaming through the windows of the Farmer's Girl Inn. Morning has come to Ballinville, and the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Eredh wiped his face, sleep from his eyes. It didn't sleep well. Dreams of flames flying at him. Seeing his Verandiel killed. Fenrir lying in pieces. Gets up. And he looks in his sack and looks at these gems. It's alright, boy. Bring you back. Inside the pouch next to the gems is the coal he'd been using.
Examining the core, the existing one, it is badly damaged. The runes that were scrolled across its folds of the gem itself have been skewed very much out of shape at this point, and any energy within it has become dormant.
He looks back in his pouch at the spent gem of illusion. That suffices a core? Could it be used as such?
You think with a little modification, you could probably use that as a core. Yeah.
Okay.
Might take some rune writing that you are fully qualified to do as an artificer. You know that creating higher level cores, things that you've seen powering the machines, for example, the automatons that guard Cold Rock itself, which you've actually encountered and fought, oddly, underneath the mayoral estate in Sanguim. But you note that to create those takes a lot more effort and specialized machinery. Simple power cores for something like this can be created in the field, however, and you're qualified to do so.
All right. Resolving my course of action. Looking at these gems, and also looking at the short sword. Leaning up against the wall, collect my things, get dressed, and go and find my friends.
Okay. They're all in their individual rooms. Do you wish to knock on their doors?
Melchizedek, are you up?
Good morning. You may notice that Melchizedek seems to have something of a cold, probably from all of this romping around in wet caves that he's been doing lately. I'm fine. It's just to be clear. Melchizedek is a bit sniffly.
Did you catch something when you went diving?
It was very cold inside of that portal. Unnaturally cold. In fact, I don't know if I have ever been so cold in my life.
I was mighty
Well,
brave.
You see,
Considering
Melchizedek turned thoughtful for a moment. Not as watery.
Considering your aversion from magic, that was mighty brave of you to spawn. Do a portal, no
Well,
less.
Hanging out with 3 wizards has had an effect on me, it seems.
No, it's just, never mind. Sure, it's 3. Speaking of which, I have no idea what to do about Mikhail now. I guess we just progress. Go to Eugene's old town. See what we can do about that portal. I've got some things to take care of before I can go. Fenrir, I feel like I'm missing my left arm.
It still doesn't sit right with me, but I wonder if the Watcher could have been fooled. He said that no one had passed that way in many centuries, but I wonder if he too was affected by the time loop. We thought that we were retracing Mikhail's footsteps, but perhaps... I don't know how any of this works, but perhaps he was actually coming after us. Well, it's too late now. The artifact has been destroyed. If he's in a different time, if he's in our future, I suppose we shall have a chance to meet again.
I wouldn't give up on him just yet. I think you're right. We'll find him. Well, should we go get Eugene and Collie?
It's about this time, actually, that you hear not exactly a ruckus, but some bangs and some bumps downstairs, down the sort of spiral staircase leading to the lower floor of the tavern, where you know the area where the bar is and where people are served breakfast. You also hear some, not uproar, but some raucous, "Oi, mate, what's that then?" And some voices from down below.
I'll head on down below. Presumably Mel in tow.
Yep. I will also make my way downstairs.
It's early morning. You see that the farmhands are still here, eating their simple breakfast that you have seen them enjoy on other days. But there seems to be a series of guards, probably about 3 of them, dragging what looks to be a cloth into the tavern, onto the tavern floor. And as they push it open, you see the gold metalwork and brass and steel of Fenrir.
What's going on here? How'd you come by that?
I was dropped off at the edge of town with instructions to be brought here. Small man. Odd looking. Said he owed you a favour.
Man, old looking.
I describe Impik real quickly. Was he wearing robes of blue and...
Oh, yep, that's the one. That's the one.
Impik.
Well, now.
Of him. Uncharacteristically kind.
Uncharacteristic indeed. Huh. More grateful than we realized, maybe. Thank
We
you.
also had a message for you. Just a moment.
And he reaches into his
pouch. I swear I had it around me somewhere. Just hang on, young master, just one moment.
Pulls it out, unfurls a little thing.
Oh yeah, it just says it worked. There's a couple exclamation points, but I don't know how to make that sound.
Sounds a little bit like Takali enters from the front.
Oh, it worked. Is that right? Did I do okay?
Oh, perfect, hon. You did it excellently.
We gave
note,
this creature back. He
you
owes
note,
us more than a small favor.
Takali, that these guards are definitely Velitrian right-hand guards.
Are they now?
I appreciate that. Do you have a smith workshop somewhere in town?
Oh yeah, there is one. It's by the barnyard, over yonder, just out the door and go north. You'll hear a nice tink, tink, tink as you go by. Hammering on the blacksmith.
Right. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. You enjoy your days now. Stay safe out there.
Eredh puts a little hand to his fist to his heart. Typical soldier's move.
He looks at you a little oddly when you do that. He wouldn't have figured that you were a soldier at any point. But he nods back, and touches his breastplate, and leaves with the rest of the soldiers.
Where's Eugene? He's
I
sleeping
guess
in
about this time you'd hear like him like stumbling down the spiral staircase. Oh, sorry, I'm late. Coming down all hurried and clumsily.
Like putting on his shirt. And
All right.
Yeah.
Hasn't eaten your breakfast yet.
Oh, thank God, I'm starving. You know, I've been spending as much time as I could trying to get these spells copied into my book. There's so many, it's amazing. It's a treasure trove. Have you looked at these, Eredh? It's wonderful. I'm working on a mirror image right now. I haven't quite finished it yet. Unless DM, it would have required 4 hours in addition to resting. Would I have been able to?
You're probably halfway through right now.
Sure. Just another 2 hours to go. I mean, just on my best estimation. I'm pretty good with time estimations. Anyway, yeah, it's really awesome.
That
You guys did eat?
I would love to learn that as well. I think it'd help me protect you all. There's a bunch of me's drawing the enemy's attention. If again, fights.
That's so true. Yeah, we should have like strategy meetings, strategy sessions. You know, so like before battle, we like kind of know going in, like you're gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and like because it seems like we're gonna get into a lot of battles. I mean, just based on our track record, you know, we're always like fighting some sort of mini little dragon or like a, you know,
that right? A dragon?
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it wasn't technically a dragon. I thought it was a dragon at first, but it was kind of small. Wyvern. Yes.
I thought we did that rather well in the last fight. And then you see Melchizedek remember what happened to Fenrir. And, well, I suppose we could have done better.
I didn't realize he was so protective. He's so good at assisting you. Like when you're nearby him, like I think I got to keep in mind for next time when we're fighting. We definitely got to fix him.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Took a licking and Fenrir took the worst of it. Is he salvageable, Eredh, or you're gonna have to work on building a new one?
I think Fenrir, as we knew him, is no more. But you see the core, and he reaches into a pouch and pulls it out, recognizing that Kali is familiar with the Arcan. You see here, the metal's warped and the arcane energies. It's no longer a proper vessel for distributing the power that needs to go through the entirety of the new being. So,
I don't
Takali,
know
you're
much
no artificer, but please roll an Arcana check for me.
I don't know much about these things, but we recovered some magical crystals of some sort in the caves. Could they help in the construction of a new one?
you know,
14 for Takali.
14. You've seen power cores before. The craftsman's halls and etc. Particularly in Crystal Grace, the probably at least continent famous, if not world famous, gem shop in Cold Rock, where you've been and you've looked around.
Crystal Face?
Crystal's Grace. Crystal Grace.
Crystal's Grace. Crystal
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah. They have, you remember quite clearly, a very beautiful chandelier made purely of Arcana crystals hanging from the roof that are all so intricately and perfectly cut.
Would I be familiar enough with the owner of it? Like, I don't have a justification for it in my backstory as written, but could I roll, like, I don't know, some sort of, like, percentile check? If I would know the owner and could maybe, like, give them more information about that?
Roll a history check for me. It's a high DC to have known the owner.
It'll be a 22.
A 22. You've never met the owner, but you know of the owner. The owner is an elusive individual. They are extremely powerful when it comes to artifice, and you know, you've heard a rumor that they are on the Magus Arcanum, but you're not sure which, if any, of the current magi might be the owner.
Well, now that ain't really my specialty, Eredh, but I see what you're saying. Sure looks like a mighty fine gem to me to put something like this on. Tell you what, you should bring that up to Crystal Grace. Maybe get the answer. Yeah, Crystal Grace is.
You know it, Eredh. Having gone to school in Cold Rock.
Sure.
I guess the question is, would I have heard of this place?
You can roll history 2 for me.
Just for fun, just to see.
Eredh, you also know that Crystal Grace is beyond expensive.
Now,
It's a fine suggestion. Perhaps you think me of greater means than I truly am, for which I am flattered. But it might be a bit beyond my reach. I've not sufficient coin for such a thing, but I was thinking, be curious as your professional take about this Angorix marvel.
I can't let that go. It has been
Whatever
submitted
it
in my
is you
report.
need in order to help fix this creature of yours, I owe him and you my life many times over. If I can, by provision of coin, help you in any way, know it is yours.
Well, now, any obligation you have to me and Fenrir has been paid for many times over yourself. I too owe my life to you. So, do not make no offers at our obligation, for there is none, save for our friendship. That said, unless I've grossly misunderstood your own wealth, I think it's beyond all of us at the moment.
I have not but what you have seen me bear. However, our fortunes have turned somewhat positive of late. If we continue to muster such success seen, perhaps it shall not be beyond our reach for long.
You know, this may happen again. It's got me thinking I shouldn't be looking at something that will be a permanent core, but something I can build upon.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. I figure we're eating at this point.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when our excursion's done down here, eventually I'm going to have to part ways with y'all, but you head back up to Cold Rock and, you know, I will make sure that whatever resources I can lend you as well will be available to you. Now, that does remind me, I did my morning scout. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use that marble. I sent letter for it, letting command know about it in my report from previous couple of days. But
Melchizedek absolutely glaring at Takali.
it's only the right thing to do. Sorry, fellas. If you take it and I could turn a blind eye to it, like, and she can. Well, DM, will you have allowed me to have gone on like a morning excursion, just to do like a scout around town?
Yeah, you do your rounds every morning. It's part of your duty in Cold Rock.
And I pull out one of the slabs if I can have been able to have taken it with me, from my pouch, and I put it on the table.
One of the chunks of marble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put it.
Yeah,
on.
you could have done that easily. You could have taken one when we were in the cave.
It would be a shame if one such as this one were to escape the law. And I put it on the table, and I sort of like turned my head away.
One such as which one? Eredh quickly pockets it and puts it in his pack. And he tries to make a show of being stealthy. I don't. Well, let's see how stealthy I can actually do this. With a sleight of hand.
Yep. Sleight of hand for me, please.
Wow. 22. Wow.
Takali, you were sort of looking away, in the way that someone goes and sort of whistles, like pretending not to see, but you look down, sort of wondering why he hasn't taken it yet, and it's just gone.
Yeah, that was impressive, I must say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's the right answer. Now, as I was on this excursion to check town, make sure that cache and marble were safe, I kept an eye out for your friend, and unfortunately I didn't see him. I've only just arrived back, but he ain't no trace of him for what the city round.
I suspect that wherever he is, it's not a different place, but rather a different time.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Something like that. How would we ever find him?
Nonetheless,
He's in the past, the future. What are we gonna do?
It's a matter of a second anomaly.
For your vigilance.
Ollie, it sounded like you had a thought to share. What is it?
Just a matter of the second anomaly. It's
Right.
It's not impossible that some sort of event occurred that transported him from one, or he made his way from one to the other. But about as best a shot you got as any.
True is our only lead. I would beg of you all, I think I'll need a day to put Fenrir back together. If you'll allow me the time to do so.
I imagine a day is the least we can spare.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know at this point if he's in danger. It's been so long already, There
a workshop of sufficient sophistication for the project you have in mind?
Honestly, enchantment is less about the place and more about one's will and ability to manipulate the arcane energies through conduits and its willingness to accept such magic's and eldritch energy into it. That said, there's still some forgery happening, and I would feel most at home and in the right mental state for creating Fenrir inside a smithery.
If an experienced pair of hands with tools can be of any assistance, I will gladly lend mine.
That is quite generous, my friend, and I would
I
sure
cannot-
appreciate your help.
I cannot assist with enchantments, but I am no stranger to the forming of metal plates and artifices.
I could maybe help with the enchantments. It was never my forte, but I could give it a shot.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Well, I was just gonna say I provide all the witty comments and funny barbs, because
Funny barbs. Could help.
Y'all, you see Eredh just pause for a moment. He seems almost overcome by emotion for a moment. Thank you. Thank you.
You try
all.
the banana bread? Super good. Nutty.
What exactly is a banana?
Oh, it's a fruit.
I
You ain't
would
never seen a
imagine-
banana before?
No,
I was like, wait, I don't know. Would they? I guess they wouldn't have. You ever tried a foo-foo bread? Foo-fur fruit. Yeah, it's so good.
What?
Nutty.
You hear from the other end of the table behind you. He's never heard of a banana before? Shush. And you see the mother look at the daughter. Just shh.
What is the elven paragon of like creation, of like nature and creation?
Oh yeah.
That would be the wood elven, and her name is Chervitar. She is the
That's right.
or Ervitar, technically. She is the wood elven paragon of youth, beauty, and growth.
Them folks say that Eredh herself created it because it's perfect. It fits in your hand. It's got a nice shell around it, and it's easily peeled and disposed of. It's what
it
the
must be one of
clerics
those
say, anyway.
strange Angorixian fruits that does not easily make the journey across the seas.
They're very smushy.
I can't
Easy to
believe I'm
switch.
doing this, but fuck it. Roll a history check.
Do you remember bananas? Wait, who?
Roll a fucking history check.
Everyone? Okay, I'll do it.
Anyone who wants to.
11.
Oh yeah, 26.
26.
Dirty
Jesus
20.
Christ. Anyone basically with a 10 or higher knows that Angorix is a jungle continent. There is a lot of jungle on Angorix. Anyone with a 15 or higher knows that bananas are absolutely from the jungle and therefore from Angorix.
I hear they grow as large as 15 feet in Angorix. Or at least the bunches are like as long as 15 feet. And the bananas themselves could be like a foot and a half.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and apparently, there's these giant 6-armed bears that exist, and they eat them too. They look crazy, but all they do is eat them bananas all day long, and they're really pack friendly. So I hear.
Hang on, I'm inventing a 6-armed bear. Just a second.
That eats foot and a half long bananas.
And it's totally chill and friendly.
I hope it's as adorable as a sloth, but actually, quite.
Oh, it eats bananas when it can't get people.
Wait, oh my god! Because it uses like the other hands to like peel the banana, and then like passes it up to the other set of hands, which do like another task. And that and it goes up like they daisy chained.
What have I done?
Wow.
Wait, I totally need this creature to exist.
Collaborative storytelling.
What's that?
Well, go to Angorix and you'll find out.
6-armed bear called?
It's called.
Yeah.
What's it called? I'm gonna roll a history check just to.
You know it's
By
called a
myself.
Kirabo. It's called a Kirabo.
It's called Kiramo.
Kirabo.
Kirabo. It's called Kirabo.
Good name.
Cute name, ain't it? Like, hey, Kirabo, come on over, Kirabo.
This banana bread really is delightful.
As you enjoy your meals and insert lore into this world of 6 armed bears and 1.5 meter long bananas. The day is yours as you finish up. It's probably around, well, it's exactly 9:21 now because Eugene has keen mind. If you step outside, you can hear in the distance, but you hear the tink, 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 the sort of rhythmic sound of metal on hammer, or of a hammer on metal.
Wonderful. Do we have a bag of holding? Forget.
Yeah, absolutely you do.
With permission from Eugene, I'll take the parts of Fenrir's blasted corpse and put it in the bag of holding, make it easier to transport. I mean, I'm imagining it's on. You said it's in a cloth, being dragged along on the floor. Yeah.
Yep, it was.
So fold it up at the corners, tie it together, and dump it in, and then make my way over to the smithy. Who do I see working there? Is it in use?
It is currently in use, yes. You see 3 people there. The oldest of them seems to be quite old indeed. He doesn't swing a hammer or work the forge, but you notice that he's sitting quite comfortably in a rocking chair, but his feet are on a pair of bellows that he consistently pushes off of to move the rocking chair, and that sort of fuels the fire. He sort of has like one tuft of wispy hair on the top of his head that he clearly takes very good care of, but it's just one tiny little tuft. It's white, shock to the back. It's sort of his foofs up as well above his head, a bit like an alfalfa sprout. He's got mutton chops that are white and bushy and form almost a triangle outwards from his face, and he wears a leather apron. The other 2, the older of them is a younger man, but not young, probably in his probably around 46, 47, but he is very muscular indeed, wears a leather apron, no tattoos, but he has a large handlebar mustache, and a scar, looks like a heat scar over, or fire burn over his the right side of his face and around his eye. And then there is a very young chap indeed who seems to be moving the metal around as the extremely muscular individual with the handlebar mustache does the hammering.
Hello there, friends. Eredh walk up to the sort of middle-aged man, the fire burns along his face and leather apron. How are you this day?
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
You hear the elderly man have a voice you weren't quite expecting.
What can I do for you?
Well, Fran, I was hoping I might rent out your smithy for the day.
Ooh, rent the whole smithy.
I just need a portion, but access to the forge and the hammer and table.
Ooh, okay. What is it you're looking to make? 'Cause we can make anything here.
No,
Nails, horseshoes, you name it.
no offense, Fran. I'm sure you're a master at your craft. This one involves a bit of something special, and it would mean a lot to me to forge it with my own 2 hands. It's a personal project. You understand?
Okay, well, we have some orders that we're supposed to finish today, but you could share the forge if you wanted. Charge you, say, 60 gold for the day.
60 gold. DM, to me, with that, get a sense of reference. Is that pretty expensive to rent out a forge? Would I have any?
It depends. This is, believe it or not, a pretty well-stocked workshop and forge. You've certainly seen far better in Cold Rock, and the facilities that are made available to you as an artificer at Cerulean School dwarf basically anything in comparison. But it doesn't seem unfair.
Tell you what. Pay you 70, and I get access to your tools for 2 creations instead of 1. Is that all right?
Oh, it's by the day, so you can just take it for 60 and the tools are included.
What about the metal? I need an extra hunk of steel.
Okay. How big you need?
Well, I'm thinking I need a new sword, and I was hoping to make a greatsword.
Ooh, a greatsword. What? Why don't I make the greatsword for you? I can do it, and then you can work on your other project. Always wanted to try my hand at a greatsword.
You see the man with the handlebar mustache stop hammering on the anvil.
Have you ever made one before? No, I suppose.
Greatsword? No, I've never made a greatsword before. Most people just carry regular broadswords. Or short swords.
You ever make either of those? Have you proficiency as a weaponsmith, friend?
I've several proficiencies, but yes, I've made those. Quite a lot, actually.
Interesting. And how many folds do you typically make on your swords?
Well, if the steel's good enough, none. If the steel's not good enough, as many as it takes to make it pure. And I'll tell you what, after I make it, I'll give it to you. You smash it on a metal rod as many times, well, not as many times as you like, but you hit it once or twice. If it doesn't shatter, it's a good sword. Well tempered.
Satisfied, he seems to know what he's doing. Eredh nods. I would greatly appreciate that, and of course, pay you for the weapon and your time.
All right.
It's
Oh, sounds
fascinating,
good.
you know, on a molecular level, how that works, you know, because it's just, you know, the temperature, it's all about the time, right? I mean, you know, Eugene's just going to go on about the science that I don't know anything about.
Strictly speaking, steel is folded and hammered to remove impurities from it. So, for example, high carbon steel needs to be folded a lot. It ends up being stronger, but you do have to fold it a lot. However, if you find a very pure piece of steel, or your forging technique for combining iron ore and coal coke to make the steel is efficient enough, you don't actually need to fold it that much. It's just when you have poor iron ore quality.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So fascinating. You guys are so cool.
Well,
Like it because it represents balance. Balance between fire and water. It's got a
well,
sort of.
oil, you know.
Well, you're
tempering
splitting
oil.
hairs. Hunt, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. That's
Fair
rule
enough.
number one.
All right, fair enough.
You see, he goes and he finds a nice piece of steel that he pulls out, and he kind of looks over you, Eredh, who I'm assuming now that you're taking the pieces of Fenrir out of the bag.
I am. And he sees me remove it, and I start placing them on a local unoccupied bench, a work table.
You just see the man with the handlebar mustache observing, and he puts the piece of steel he had taken out back away, and reaches up far above to a shelf that, you know, where there's quite a lot of dust as he pulls a rod of steel out. It looks pretty hefty. Doesn't look any different to you, but he sort of walks back over to the forge and just places it inside.
Nodding with interest, Eredh gets this focused gleam in his eyes. He sets to work with the concentration of a true professional smith. And as he starts putting the pieces out on the table, assembles it more or less in the form of Fenrir. And he starts grabbing the pieces that look like they've been blasted and burnt down beyond point of use and puts those in the forge to be remelted and recast with the ones after assessing the different pieces and what will be serviceable in the new version of Fenrir. He walks Callie, see where her attention is, and slides the core underneath the main housing of the chest. Make sure it's not visible to her.
So, for all intents and purposes, this is similar to a resurrection. So, I'd like to know, a couple of you have said that you'd like to be involved in helping to reforge this. I'd like to know what each of you are doing, and we will make a couple rolls. Right now, we're working on the body, and then we'll work on the core. Normally, this is a process, by the way, that would take a long time, but with 3 of you and one telling jokes, it may help to make this much faster.
A morale bonus to each roll.
Also, we're starting from designs and pieces that are mostly there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I would like to help by assisting with the reforging of plates and parts that have been destroyed. I will follow my friend's designs.
Which you do have, right, Eredh? You have the designs.
I do. It was presented to me along with the most of the constructs by
Dorian?
Dorian. Exactly.
Okay.
So I have it out on the table for easy reference. Not doing anything to hide it, so if the Smiths want to take a look at it, it's fine.
Well, first things first. Melchizedek, please roll a tinkering check. You may do so with advantage because there are designs to go with.
That's Dex with advantage plus proficiency, right?
Correct.
Right. Natural 20 plus 3. That's 27.
20 for a 27. Eredh, you have graciously welcomed the aid of your party, mostly because it's emotionally important. It signals that they are your friends and they will give of their time and their expertise, such as it is, to help you. And that's important to you. You never expected that any of them would be able to forge and follow your, frankly, somewhat encoded notes and designs to a T. And it takes approximately 3 or 4 hours, and by the time the metal has cooled, the pieces are flawless.
You see, this part here, it reminds me of the workings of a timepiece, the way these 2 gears fit together.
As a result, Fenrir, when reassembled, has gained an additional 10 feet of movement.
Wow.
That's
Reminds
what you get for
me
a natural 20.
Yeah.
The sort of designs that I would see in my father's shop.
Melchizedek, you are a talented individual. Should you ever care to turn your time and attention towards creation, I would surely love to learn what you know and share what I could in terms of enchanting it. And
I'm not sure there is much I could learn in the way of spell weaving, but when it comes to making things with fine inner workings, we could be good partners.
I think we could indeed. Business venture. I like it.
That's what I like to hear.
The sound of coins, my friend. Well done. This is perfect. I could not have done it better myself.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I see how it works. Okay, Eredh, wait. So when you enchant, you should try this order when you enchant it. You have to. Yeah, it's not as obvious as it might seem at first. I'm inspecting the blueprints or the plans. trying to glean what I can on how to best enchant it, to help Eredh enchant it.
Okay, would you like Arcana or Investigation?
Let's go with either. I think investigation is what I kind of had in mind, so I'll go ahead.
Go for
roll
it.
That is this the same modifier? That's what's funny. Let's go. I want to get Fenrir another boost.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Close.
So close.
Another 27.
27 though, still. Yeah.
27. Fuck. The rest you can retire. Fenrir's just gonna, one shot whatever BBEG now.
Like laser eyes just cuts.
While Mel focuses on the internals, the cogs and the gears and the workings of the machine itself, you focus on the core. That's what's of interest to you, Eugene. It occurs to you that you recall, with your keen memory, that the marble is used usually when refined down into a material called Ethereum. However, that refinement process is not known. It's highly secretive and only known on Angorix, basically, and the export of it is highly controlled. You do think, however, that given the fact that you need to carve this, whatever crystal is going to be used with the appropriate runes, if the runes were inlaid with the crushed marble, it would probably increase the power of the core.
Wow. That's awesome. I would definitely relay that to Eredh.
That's brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of it myself.
I know, right? Let's do this. Do we have the stuff that we can grind up?
You have all of you took chunks of the marble quietly from the box, so you do have a whole bunch of it, and you have another piece that Takali put on the table and Eredh unceremoniously swiped.
Okay. Right, that's this.
I do not know what you're
as Eugene is like suggesting that, and like possibly like pulling out his own chunk of marble. Takali's, I'm just gonna go outside.
I would volunteer one or two of the smaller pieces to be pulverized, if it will suffice.
Clunk, the door closes behind you just loudly.
Okay. Good, I'm glad she's gone. Fucking narc.
If there is a door. Can I just say, I was muted earlier, but like the line that Mel said earlier that he's good with the inner workings, like that was like a smooth ass line. That could have been I was muted on that comment. But
Gotta give the props.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you set to work on different tasks within, pulverizing the stone. Eredh will come to a roll for you carving the runes and then seeding the crystal in just a moment. But Takali, as you step outside, you see the young boy who was inside, who's just sort of sitting on the bench outside, kicking his legs. They don't quite reach the ground. He's dressed in like a very simple tunic that has... It's actually relatively clean for a forge worker. And a little sort of like cap. It looks a bit like a driver's cap. And he's just sort of kicking his legs and looking at the dirt.
Are there any is there like a wheel around anywhere? Like
what sort?
Like a wooden wheel. I'm thinking of like a child's game, like a toy,
like a
or like
wheel?
a yeah.
There'd be cartwheels, yeah, because they would be brought in to have the axles fixed and so forth by the blacksmith.
I want to see something cool. I go over to the kid and just nudge him.
Yeah.
I take an
You're a
axe
wizard,
wheel,
right?
and then I get the axe wheel and I put it on the ground and I use gust and I push it a foot away and then I grab it and I pull back, push it a little bit further, kind of make a little game of it. Where do you think I can get it? You think I can get it between those two posts over there?
Oh, man. That would be so cool.
And just kind of tick it with this little kid for a minute.
As you
stock of
push
the outside, though.
the wheel, It misses. You're not sure why. It was a perfect push, and something right at the end just pushes it out of the way.
Hold on. I'd walk over and grab it.
One thing.
Excuse me. I go over and grab it. I put it back where it was. I find the indentation in the dirt where I placed it originally. I line it back up.
I really thought that was gonna go in.
Yeah, me too. Be quiet. And I push it again.
Rolls. It's another perfect shot, and right at the end, boom, it just sort of bounces off course and bumps into the fence.
I don't want to take up from like the reconstruction of but look, we'll try that shit again. Keep doing it.
Roll a perception check for me.
Natural one.
Natural one. You
Natural
are
one.
so preoccupied with this, you don't know how it's happening, but every time it veers off in a different direction and will not go between the posts.
Well, I know how I'm spending my next hour.
In the meantime, within, you have managed to pulverize to a very fine grade the Ethereum marble. It's time to carve and seat the crystal. Go ahead and give me how would you like to do this? What sort of check would you like to make to do this, Eredh?
You know, I was just contemplating exactly what would be the best. It requires magical know-how to get the rune craft just right, but also a fine and steady hand to make sure that I am writing it in the correct manner and get it scribed just so. Between the two, I think that getting the rune in the correct shape with the keen knowledge is most important. But I would respect it if you said sleight of hand was more appropriate, but I'm leaning towards Arcana.
I think an Arcana is appropriate to know which types of runes. Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll for me.
Okay.
You've done this before, so you may do it with advantage.
Mighty gracious of you. As I do this, you see Eredh pause before and scrub his brow. Times like this, I miss Hale. He know the words to help inspire me to get it right.
Metagaming.
Give me that.
Make your
D4.
damn roll before I take your advantage away.
Mikhail could use some of that advice right now.
That is a 15.
A 15. You know the runes. You've carved them before. With a 15, you succeed. For the record, I'm not going to make that a failure. However, nothing new occurs to you at this particular time when making this power core. It is enhanced with the Ethereum dust. It's not quite Ethereum, but it's marble dust. And you manage to seat the core very delicately between two razor-fine points that hold it in place. They look like needles almost, that were so kindly forged for you by Melchizedek. You take the time and you focus for a moment, and you hear... There's like a slight clanking noise as the body of Fenrir, now reassembled, sort of shakes, and then just sort of pushes itself upright and shakes itself off, almost like a dog would.
Hey,
And looks
Fenrir,
over
you're
at
back, buddy. Hey,
you do
boy.
notice, however, that it doesn't know where you are because you haven't seated its eyes.
Doesn't he have tremor sense though, or like blind sense, like up to 10 feet?
I don't believe so.
No, am I making that up?
I don't know.
I don't think it has blind fight.
No, I don't.
Does
I
it have a
don't think so.
tail? Is its
It does.
Is its tail wagging?
It does. Yeah, of course it is.
Does it ever wag? Okay, yeah. I don't know how stoic Fenrir is, because sometimes he's pretty fucking stoic, it seems like.
Eredh has imbued Fenrir with some of the essence of an actual canine.
Dog.
Yes. The essence of Doge, as it were.
Nope. Yeah, there's a good boy. Don't worry, I'll get you sorted out right quick. Just keep still. And I'll remove the gems delicately, one at a time. Placing the ruby in the left eye and the emeralds in the right.
Okay. As you do, you see the core flash slightly from within. Just little sparks of energy as the eyes light up.
Take a deep breath. Just looks like the core is holding. There's only by my calculation, carry the 3. There's about a 5% chance it would have blown up. Probably destroyed this whole smithy.
What?
Wow.
I was talking to myself.
I think he meant 5% chance, in the way that you say it, kind of like, oh, it'll never happen. Like, really low. But lower, right?
5% don't seem like nothing to me.
It's been a couple hours at this point. It's better part of a day, actually. And as you finish and seat these gems in its eyes, which sort of flash eerily as it looks about, the blacksmith who is working on your sword comes forth with a blade that he has been tempering in the oven after pulling back the temper on the blade, so that it's hardened now. And he just sort of holds it. It is a long sword. It's probably about maybe 4.5 feet long, and it's broad at the bottom, and it's still pretty broad at the top, but it is narrower at the top. There is a fuller carved all the way down the blade to add tensile strength to it. You imagine it's pretty hefty, though.
Well done. I'd take a look and examine it. Is it still hot? I suppose not, huh?
No, it's been cooled.
May I?
Of course, absolutely, it's yours after all.
I take the blade and grab it towards the base of the blade itself, just above the hilt, and attempt to hold it steady there. It's heavy. Eredh, not being of particular might or strength, struggles a bit with the weight. All right. And he's testing the balance. See if it tilts one way or the other.
The balance is pretty damn good. For such a hefty blade, the weight of it is just about 3/4 up, where you imagine the heaviest striking point is, as it should be, on a blade of this type. As you tap on the metal to see its temper, it is a very hardened steel. You also notice that in the pommel, there's an empty sort of like socket. You're not quite sure what it's for, but he's apparently put a flourish on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just got your Buster sword. It's so tight.
That's well done. I'm impressed.
Thank you, sir.
You left a slot here.
Oh, yeah. Don't go spreading it around or nothing, but I used to work in Cold Rock. Made plenty of swords for mage types, and I've seen your magical creation. I recognised it while you were working on it. I know how to forge things like that, although I can't make them work. But I figured this might be useful to you. I don't know. Find an enchanted crystal and you can add it to your sword. Gotta find one first, though, of course.
You, sir, impress me, and I am surprised to find one of your talent and knowledge in such a small little town.
Yeah,
Remind me
what?
your name. I won't forget it again. I'm Eredh. He holds out his hand.
You
Shake.
Joaquin. I'm Joaquin. It's nice to meet you.
He holds out his hand and shakes yours. His hand's much bigger than yours, but he goes for your wrist instead of your hand, and he shakes you by the wrist.
Pleasure to meet you. It's,
The honor and pleasure is mine. Appreciate
Well.
this.
Anytime you need something crafted like this, you come on, boy. There's a reason I never made one like this, because usually mage types can't pick it up.
He laughs.
It's a bit heavy. But watch this. And Eredh begins murmuring eldritch words. And as he does, he gestures with his hands in a way where arcane sigils are traced in the air. The light blue sort of light. And as he finishes it, and you see, for anyone noticing, even within the sheath that the short sword was in, a light flashes as it glows quite brightly and then dims over the course of maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And as it does, the glow within the greatsword grows and grows until eventually reaching a climax where it's near blinding for just a moment before disappearing. And it looks to, and at the observant eye, just mildly luminescent. Not enough to add any light in a dark place, but enough to have a sheen to it, right? This brightness that's the sharpest metal.
Seen things like that before, but never on greatswords.
Eredh picks it up with one hand. That's better. You did fine work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just need a hilt to go with it. Sheath, excuse me.
Well, I don't do leather work, unfortunately, but I'm sure you can find someone who will.
Joaquin, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you letting me and my friends use your forge here.
Yeah, you're an artisan. I mean, that's amazing. Have you ever sold anything out of Somerset?
No, I've been to Somerset once. Went on a sort of pub crawl with my mates when I was younger. Make excellent mead in Somerset. But don't have much use for me out there.
I mean, yeah, there's
Sometimes
not
over
much of a
here,
market.
I get travellers between Cold Rock and Velitria, and they're looking for new swords or repairs on their swords, that sort of thing, you know.
That's true. Yeah, people don't really go there for armor and weapons. But man, you've got such a talent. I mean, you should be making a fortune. It's amazing.
I used to, but those times are done. But speaking of making a fortune, mind settling up the bill?
Of course. How much do I owe you for your fine work?
So, forge was 60, that goes to Gramps over there. And I'd say greatsword would be about 50. It's nice steel, it's excellent steel. Normally I'd charge you more, but this was just sort of a fun thing for me to work on. Takes my mind off fucking horseshoes.
You do what to horseshoes?
You heard me.
He winks at you.
You got a wide girth.
Damn right I do.
Joaquin, I appreciate you, and I'd like to also say, you ever find yourself in Sanguine, please do stop by and look us up. If you want to go on a pub crawl, consider your tab cup.
Well, heard some strange things out of Sanguine, but I'll be interested to check it out for myself. Never believe any rumours unless I've seen them.
You say you live
Word.
there?
Yes, the word is that the town's fortunes are looking up. In fact, I have reason to suspect that the iron industry may be recovering there sometime soon.
Oh, thank fucking God. You know where that iron, that steel for your sword came from, right? Sanguine. I ain't had a shipment from there in a long time. I've been saving it for something special.
You don't think that you might be interested in a regular export contract, perhaps? I know of a few smelters there who would be looking to sell their goods abroad as soon as the mines have resumed operations.
Interesting. And you're in a position to guarantee that deal?
We happen to be some of the shareholders in the new operation. And we would
Fascinating. All right.
gladly set up a contract with one of the smelters, if
All
it
right.
would interest.
Name drop. Name drop. Name drop.
Well, I tell you what. Seems like you are the travelling type. But if you can give me a contact in Sanguine that works for you, your establishment, I might take a trip up there and check it out. Go see some of the iron and the smelteries.
Have you heard of Bedrock? Sorry,
Rock.
Marcus Bedlam. He runs the Miners Guild up there.
Marcus Bedlam, I know that name, yeah. You saying Marcus Bedlam works for you?
Does he? And
He's
his
a partner.
I was about to say, I don't know Marcus Bedlam to work for anyone from the reputation. All right.
We help him to, what is the word? Restore his mining operations.
Oh, that's good to know. All right. I think I'm going to take a trip up there sometime in the next few weeks, and I'll see if I can find this Marcus Bedlam. Work out a deal.
Well, Marcus would be the person that you could talk to just to get a sense for the quality of the ore. It sounds like, though, you might already appreciate it. In terms of an actual deal, that would be a Dardo. For paperwork and whatnot.
Okay. All right. I'll do what I can.
And you gotta go to Hildy's bookshop. She's the nicest. Sorry.
Well, it's not vacation, all right? I can't go up there forever.
No, of course not. But if you're interested in enchanting, I mean, just a little bit, because, you know, we were doing that here. Just Dorian's really cool. Go by Dorian's shop, too.
All right, the enchanting shop. I'll check that out.
Yep.
Who do I say sent me?
The foreman. They'll know who you mean.
Huh. Kind of looks a little confused towards the door for a second, where Takali walked out. Just kind of goes,
Oh, no, I don't want to judge. The foreman. Very well. I'll do what I can.
We're,
Outside, when you say that, you hear just like a muffled "me" as she's still trying to get that wheel through the thing. And she's just getting a little exasperated, like muffled.
Eugene sort of sort of deflates, remembering that like we're missing one of our four.
One of our four men.
Yeah.
you take 4 points of sexism damage.
Not in that way.
No, of course
But
not.
yeah.
I know what you meant.
I'll take it. No.
Okay. The tab is paid. Please subtract the 60 for the forge and the 50 for the greatsword that was forged for you. From
Who's
party loot.
taking care of it?
seeing as I incurred the debt, I'll go ahead and make the adjustment. So that's a total of 110 gold.
That would be, yes. And you may also check Fenrir's inventory. I have added several things to it that may be of interest to you.
Very nice. Gold subtracted. And I'll check his inventory. I also notice I need to update his his health points and movement speed, which I'll
Movement
do.
speed is at a plus 10 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It is
I
evening
also
at this
need a,
point.
Greatsword dropped into my inventory.
Absolutely. Just a moment. I'll do that on the break. The rest of the day is yours. There's not much of it, but you can do with it as you wish.
Copying spells.
Okay.
Which costs money.
Back at the tavern?
I don't charge for ink, but I do for parchment. I think that's 50 per
Right, you have the
level.
magic quill, right?
It's 30 per
Yeah,
level
but
because you don't need the ink.
Oh yeah, so it's, or is it 25? I always gotta look at this. But okay, that's what I'll be doing. How many hours would I get? Would you say, like, with the remainder of the
At
day?
this point, it's mid-evening, so it's probably about 6:30. After all this work is done, they close up the forge for the evening, and you see they're headed home. And Joaquin walks outside. And goes, "Come on, Jason, let's go home. Come on, lad." And the boy goes, "It's nice to meet you. You'll get it eventually." And he just sort of stands up and runs off with his dad. But you can now copy spells until you want to go to sleep, basically. Try
Yeah,
one more
what?
time,
Okay.
by the way, Takali.
What's that?
Try one more time.
I was gonna say, as you guys are like leaving the shop and they close off, the little kid walks. So you see, like, as you open the door, you see Takali. She's like crouched down. She's like obsessing over this wheel, and she's like, her head is bowed down, and she's like talking to herself. Takali Willowwind, you are Hethron of the Verandiel. You have slayed dozens of men. You are capable of doing anything that you put your mind to, and you will put this fucking wheel between those two fucking posts. She lines it up and she pushes it forward with gust.
You see, perfect shot. It rolls and goes directly between the posts.
I did it!
Hey, that
Did
shot.
it!
Yeah,
Woo! All right.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Everything
You
all
try. You try. She runs over and grabs the wheel.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. No, I can't. I can't make a gust of wind like that. I don't even know how you did that. That was pretty cool.
You know what? I
Seemed
don't
pretty
even
happy
know how
about it.
Truth be told, I don't even know how I did it either. She just rubs her head and is thinking about the kid. Yeah, I'll roll one more perception check, just looking back over at the area.
Go for it.
Perception. It's a 12.
A 12. You don't remember seeing anything, but it is definitely strange. It occurs to you as an investigator, which is part of your job, that you couldn't do it. It was a perfect shot every time. It should have gone in every time. You've done this before. And you couldn't get it to work until the damn kid left. Strikes you as odd.
Does it just strike me as odd?
Strikes you as
Or-
odd. With a 12, it strikes you as odd.
Kali, have you? Ered's staring at the ground where she's been having this wheel try to go through the posts. And notices-
Yeah, the grass lawn there's lines in the grass lawn from the number of times this wheel has rolled down that particular path towards those posts.
It's pretty accurate for the most part. You see like
Yeah.
an errant, like one or two, but for the most part, they're like all straight shots.
Yeah,
But
and
you
they
can
veer
count
off
them.
at the end.
And they yeah. Okay.
Have you been doing this whole time?
I swear I done it 1,000 times, and I ain't done it until that kid left. All right, I see you. Takali. See how would one do this? Did the Verandiel have any sort of like, call them business cards, so to speak?
You would have a token on you You could leave a missive or one of your tokens, yeah.
I go to the wheel, put it back where it was, and on it I leave that symbol. You know, I think I met myself a new recruit.
You know, I'm beginning to understand why our friend left Cold Rock.
Which one was that, hun?
Leave your token, Verandiel, but do not look for your message to be returned.
Thing about messages, you give them all you want. You ain't owed one in turn. Kid'll find his own way if he chooses, and this will be his ticket. It's not mine to choose his destiny, only, well, maybe help encourage it along a little bit.
DM, that was a kick-ass little bit of storytelling right there.
That was well
No idea
done.
what you're talking about. But that's where we'll go to break for 5 minutes.
That was awesome.
Nice. That was
That
fun.
was such a cool little story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to add the
That was fun.
greatsword to your inventory. Also, Eugene, can I delete the copy?
That was a good. That's
sorry.
first
Yes.
candidate.
That's
super
fun,
fun.
man. Yeah, we just created some cannon. That and bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere. So, full disclosure, a Kirabo is a bear-like creature that exists in this world already. Somewhere, one was wandering through a beautiful forest and fell over, not understanding why it sprouted
It
two
suddenly
more
had six
arms out of its stomach. So, you just ruined that poor Kirabo's day.
All of a sudden.
I was considering
Or to eat bananas with.
of remaking Fenrir in the form of a Kirabo.
Oh god.
You fucking troll.
Wait, you might have been able to with those rolls.
I really want
With a natural 20? Yeah, you might have.
I really want to see fan art now with a Kirabo, like happily eating 6 bananas at once, one in each appendage.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Subtly sexual. All right,
No, I
I'm
think
gonna go to the
it's like-
bathroom.
I like to think that it does like a little like motion where like its bottom legs will like tear the top off and then like pass off, like the left arm will pass it up to the middle arm, and then the right arm can go grab another banana. So it just like it's like a factory of like banana peeling and eating, where
Constantly
it's like
consuming bananas.
yeah, just like leisurely, constantly consuming bananas. Like
Like a
Is it a
piece,
+1
like,
greatsword?
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, DM, can you
Yes.
delete the magic +1 short sword, and the great sword
Already
is
on it.
+1, and I would need a mundane short sword, please.
So how's about that double 27s for...
Holy cow, guys, man!
Oh,
And then,
day well spent.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, man. Thanks, Jess. Honestly, I was like, damn, because that's the one thing, if I screw up the rolls, I'm just
Try again.
max draw. 50 feet. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Good scout.
Good scout, and I'm not going to ruin anything, but I'm excited about these eyes. And it just occurred to me. So I hit level 5 on Artificer, so now I have an extra attack. And it occurred to me, because I'm like, I don't really do a ton of damage. It's fine, right? In order to be a tank. And I was thinking about actually taking a shield, right? And then making the shield magic. but I can't do that and hold a weapon. And I've kind of having a weapon is more in line with the story, right? Than with making the best tank possible. So I'm like, okay, fine. But I looked at it, and at level 3, I gained this ability to. It's called Battle Ready. And not only do I gain proficiency with all martial weapons, but when I attack with a magic weapon, I can use my intelligence modifier for both attack,
Instead of
roll,
strength attacks.
and damage.
Oh, damn.
Right?
Are you proficient with greatswords?
I'm proficient with all martial weapons.
Okay, it's all martial weapons. Okay.
It says that it's a 3rd level feature called Battle Ready. You gain proficiency with martial weapons when you attack with a magic weapon, which is why I couldn't lift it or use it well until it was enchanted. You can use your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dex for the attack and damage rolls.
I remember that ability for sure. I know it has to be something you're proficient with. I just forgot you were a battlesmith, and I think battlesmiths get martial weaponry.
Yeah, a regular artificer, I think, does not have martial weaponry.
Simple melee.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought, I'm like, okay, well, look, if I can't do a shield because I need a hand free, like a sword is part of his identity.
Might as well be two-handed. Yeah.
Well, me two-handed.
Ignore that.
I did consider for a hot second maybe doing like, I don't know, a great axe or something savage, but that's not really.
Eredh style.
Oh wait. What's the spell that you cast that, or the ability you used?
So I have the ability to infuse 2 items, one of which is one of Mel's crossbows.
Yeah.
The other is my sword.
And so that makes it so you can wield it, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to, because you're not proficient in heavy.
Has to be a magic item.
It has to be a magic item. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a great axe also 2d6? Because that's the big advantage of a great sword or like a broadsword is going to be 2d6 over 1d10 or 1d. Or
I think a great axe is 1d12.
A great axe is 1d12, and the advantage is it's better crits. It should be 3x, I think. Well, at least it was in Pathfinder.
No, it's not anymore. Every crit is 2x in 5e.
And the greatsword is objectively just better. But,
which is one of my chief complaints with 5e, is that it just basically nerfed some weapons to the point of nobody wanting to use them other than flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
Because 2d6 is just better.
Flavor for a barbarian, I would always grab a great axe. I don't care.
Yeah, because it's flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be a sword-wielding barbarian too, though, like a Conan type.
Yeah, just it's a personal preference,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. As you walk back towards the inn, Fenrir pads beside you quietly. You hear the low. There's a new sound though. It's a bit of a. It's like the sparking almost of a power core that's exuding power into this being. But the evening is yours. It's 6:30 p.m. 6:33 before Jimmy asks. What would you like to do with the rest of your night?
It's not even like a real part of the feat. I just know like where the sun is in the sky or something. Anyway, it's fun.
Is Eugene around, or is he busy copping spells?
If you're back you'd be back at the inn already, probably. And at this point, I would imagine Eugene would be off copying spells, but it's up to you.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with as much time as I can. There's so many spells to copy. So I would probably finish Mirror Image, because I only needed 2 additional hours. So after those...
to 8:30?
So then before the time I would need to go to bed to... I'm not going to really need a full night's rest. I might just like have Eugene copy spells all night. Oh no, but then I take exhaustion.
You do take a point of exhaustion, but you can do that if you wish.
I could short rest though.
So you
without
still have
avoiding exhaustion.
Exhaustion points only fall off during a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you rest at all. You have to take a long rest.
You have to.
Okay then. How long can I push it if it's at 8:30? By the time I finish that other spell, that's like I can go till like 12 midnight or like
Depends on
till...
when you all want to wake up.
We
You
should
need
get
8
an,
hours of
think we're-
sleep.
we should get an early start to head down to.
We'll take the horse and carts. Horses and cart. No? And Somerset is a
Somerset.
day's ride hence?
I
Just
think so,
that.
yeah. Sounds
On the
about
road,
right.
yeah, it's about a day. It could be 2, depending on the condition of the road.
Relay that. I mean, yeah. Horse and the cart could be good. I mean, I don't know if we really need it though. What do we need the cart for again?
Well,
Well-
sit your ass in while you write your scroll down and put your damn book away. Before it's too late, you ain't gonna get a good night's rest.
If you follow the road, by the way, it's absolutely 2 days. It's about 80 miles. If you cut across the fields, you could maybe make it in like a day and a half, sort of thing. But it's up to you.
Yeah, we should go through the fields. The landowners get really like upset sometimes. Sometimes they're cool, but sometimes they're really not.
You're saying that after defeating a time-traveling revenant, I should be afraid of some farmers.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. Yes. I mean, they're really like entitled, you know, and they'll come all at you, and then like everyone's but on their side always. They just think. I guess I don't know. That's when I was a kid. Maybe it's a little different now. But yeah,
This
they'd all
is
just
really
gang up
part
on
of the
you.
world where farmers rule their fields with an iron fist.
Yeah, and I had iron scythe. They'll literally come after you like with their hose and stuff, like swinging at you. And it's just a kid following my friend through the fields. But they got to do it, otherwise the kids mess around. They steal the crops, they mess with the animals and stuff. But yeah, no, if you're like a bandit or stuff, they'll just literally kill them on sight. They set traps and stuff like that. They're very
Eugene,
territorial, and no one cares.
You never participated, but you do remember very explicitly some of your friends lighting bales of hay on fire in the middle of fields.
You know,
Yeah.
cow tipping.
Cow tipping, yeah. That's good.
Sure, yeah.
Scrounging for mushrooms on the mud
Telekinetically cow
pies.
tipping.
It's so cruel. I can never imagine doing that.
Alright, on second thoughts, we'll stick to the load. If we take the cart, you can use the time to copy more spells.
Okay. Should this...
And it would be good to have the horses with us in case we need to make a longer journey from Somerset. Back, for example, all the way to Sanguine or wherever else the road may take us.
All right. Well, then I'll just finish up for the night. Try to get to bed by midnight, I guess. We could leave by 8, or is that too late? No.
I will spend the evening making sure the horses and cart are provisioned for the journey.
Okay, it's easily done. Costs you probably about 4 gold to do so. You're stocked up on food and water and whatever else you may need. Unless you're looking for specific things that may be more expensive.
No, just hay for the horses, some provisions for us.
Okay, 4 gold. We'll sort you out. Does anyone want to do anything else before they fall asleep for the evening?
Oh, yeah. Send a message. Sorry, I got full spells here, so...
Message you're sending.
Sending, yes, sending. I'll be sending a message.
Oh, yeah. Got a bunch of sends.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, to my mom, and just say, "Hey, Bob, we're about to head out to Somerset tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you, and Sarah, and Gary, and Larry, and Jerry, and all the others." What's up? That's it. That's got to be under 25.
There's a second, and you hear back. Eugene, I am so excited to see you, and I'm sure Gary and Larry will be happy too, but unfortunately Sarah's baking now. And that's all you hear.
Oh, Sarah's baking now. Well, that's what happens to the best of them, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing her. Oh God, my dad. Oh my God, I haven't talked to my dad. Oh,
Sarah Bacon Lee.
I should probably do it. All right, I'll send a message to my dad. Hey Dad, it's Eugene. I'm doing okay. I'm going home to see Mom soon. Hope you're doing good. Okay, peace.
Eugene, haven't heard from you in a while, but I sure am glad to hear your voice, son. Your mother's been talking about coming to visit me in Velitria. Please tell her not to. That's all you got.
Huh. Sorry, so that was 2. So
Was that Papa Aurelius?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's him. It's the man. Oh God, I don't know who else to talk to. I guess I'll just
You could
try. Mikhail?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking. Mikhail, are you here? Are you there? Are you anywhere?
Read me the details of the sending spell.
You send a short message, 25 words or less, a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive. Which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Sending works across planes.
I thought it didn't
thought
work
it would
across
break.
planes.
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
Same.
And only a 5% chance it doesn't? I feel like that should be DM discretion scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm treating it as DM discretion. It's not 5. You can go ahead and roll the d100.
That's absurdly low. That's a basically guaranteed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like, why even do it at that point?
99.
Wow.
99.
I wish that was a more important something or
Divine.
other.
Yeah, which 5% are we talking about here? Are we talking
Actually, I
about 1
think
to
with
5?
divine
Or are we talking
intervention, divine intervention, you want to roll low, right? But anyway,
Yes.
still.
Yes.
Which I
So,
should
yeah.
have specified in advance.
Oh, dear.
about- Which 5% are we going for here?
Mikhail, you feel
Raged still.
a tickle at the back of your mind. It sounds almost like a voice that you're familiar with, but you can't quite make out what it's saying. And you can't
Damn it, it
quite
was the other
remember
way.
who it belongs to.
No, he's not there. Where could he be? When could he be? How do we get there? Well, I actually can you upcast? You can use a higher level spell slot still, right?
Yeah,
That
you
was
can
all my
upcast
third
something.
levels.
Yeah,
But we
go
could.
ahead.
I have like 1 or 2. Oops, I'm scrolling. I don't have -6 spell slots.
like to-
Sorry. Go ahead.
And that I was just gonna say, like, what I'm imagining in this moment is like not
then
too
one more.
far removed from the kind of session earlier. Like, as Mikhail is now once again thrust into darkness, reforming like his environment into this like endless field of wheat, waist high, and barley. still sort of in this moment he's enraged still. The flames are still burning. It sort of tickles. The tickle sort of brings him back.
And Eredh slices him in half.
All
All right. Then I'll say, I'm pretty tired, but I guess I could send one more. You guys, anybody else? I mean, we have a stone, I think, too.
Nope,
Is
that
there
stone was given away.
Oh, yeah. We gave it to someone to talk to us, right?
Yeah.
To
We gave it
Shade
to-
or
No.
Shade? No.
No, the vampire.
Mikos. You gave it to Mikos.
Oh,
Did it give to Mikos?
Lisa.
Okay.
So that he could contact you if Anita woke up.
I would
yes.
remember that.
Yes.
Eugene would remember that. Okay, so we have one more sending if we want to use it today before we go to sleep.
Well, there's always Ord.
True.
Yeah, but it's been so long since we talked to him. All
I
right.
would like to know what the mayor is up to.
It's always so disappointing when they don't respond. Who do you think's more likely to respond or not? The mayor or Ord?
Well, I don't want to talk to the mayor. The less he knows
see.
about us, the better.
So you think Ord knows?
Well, the last time we tried to contact him, he did not respond. Is that right?
Correct.
That's what I remember, yeah.
And when we asked what was this seer's name? The one who could see people at a far distance with the ritual under the mayor's house.
The Seeker.
The Seeker, Ord was underground somewhere.
I forgot about that. I mean, no, I didn't. All right. Well, I guess it's worth a shot if we don't think there's anyone else important to talk to right now. All right, I guess I'll send a message to Ord. Hello, Lightbringer Ord. We are worried about you, wondering where you are. Are you still underground? Do you need help? Where's the mayor? Do you know? Or you know? I think that's
Where's
think
the
that's
mayor?
25. Where's the mayor? You know?
I do not know where the mayor is.
He doesn't know where the mayor is.
I do know where his lackeys are. We cannot
But he knows
stay in
where
the
his-
same place for long.
He's like,
They
he's
are
like, I
trying
can't say
to
it's-
find us.
Trying to
Whatever you
find
are
him.
going to do, I pray you do it soon.
Whole other
Oh.
problem.
Yeah, I would just tell them all that as I was hearing it. What? Do what, Sood? What? I can't even. I mean, of course, I can remember everything. But what are we doing for Ord? What is he talking about?
The mayor gave you a couple months to return. If you recall.
Mhm.
Okay.
He is, according to Ord, currently looking for one piece. You have the other. That you gave to Ord for safekeeping.
Right. Ord's hiding, but they don't have long. Whatever we're gonna do it now. Poof. Oh man.
Guys, what if by some tragic accident we became vampires and we betrayed Ord, and that became the
Have you been
That'd be
reading my
interesting.
fucking notes?
He's all along.
Wait, so
I think that's weird.
what exactly does he expect us to do?
He just said whatever we're doing, do it now. We've got to deal with the mayor. We've got to stop him somehow. Stop him from getting the other piece, from releasing the Sangomancer.
Well, you have one of the pieces. Ord doesn't know that. Ord only knows that you gave him the piece.
Oh.
We have,
She doesn't
we have-
know.
The other piece from the mayor's residence.
Right.
Correct.
For just like Takali's sake, are you just guys discussing the return of the Sangomancer like in front of Takali? I'm imagining right now Takali is in like a separate room that she's commissioned, that like she's writing down her like daily report in. So like I don't know, I just want to kind of space this
Yeah,
out,
for sure.
like spatialize this out. Like, is this like, are they talking to such a degree that like eavesdroppers could perhaps listen in on it?
Well, Eugene might have started talking in front of a colleague. Eredh would most definitely have. Excuse us, we need to have a private conversation. I hope you don't take offense. It's just some work that we did as the four men, and seeing as your condition, you don't quite fit that category. I pray you don't take offense.
Who'd have been offended by that?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I was just fixing to remark my report, but don't go ask questions you don't want the answer to. She just like grabs her crotch a little bit and pulls her belt, like pulls at it, like her like she's like her belt kind of area. And go on, and then she would have gone into the room, but still like she is highly perceptive. So like I don't know, I just want to, if she hears words like that, those are these are definitely a lot of words that would pique her interest. So I just wanted that clarification.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't even specify where I was casting these messages or anything, so yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, it's just the three of us hanging out doing the message thing, and then talking about what are we gonna do for Ord?
First things first. I think Mikhail's wisdom would have been needed or appreciated. Figuring out the next course of action. We got 2 months or something less than that now. Let's get our friend back. That's the first order of business. Mayor won't be able to do anything even if he finds Ord. Shit. You didn't tell him that we have it, right?
No,
Good.
I didn't. I was
Doesn't
just
he-
asking him where he was, if he was okay.
But it's not the
I
worst
didn't-
Ord is found. Although, something that
Is
avoided.
callous, but technically correct.
Don't mistake my meaning. Melchizedek, of course I don't want Ord to be found. It's just it's not something that would require immediate action. That doesn't sound great either. I don't know how else to have the mayor's attention turned elsewhere without tipping our hand too much. He's still, if I had to guess, far beyond our means to subdue.
So what is it we truly hoped to do? We could seek some means of destroying the key. Perhaps that would keep her locked away forever.
He doesn't have to be locked away forever. There could be a time, when the time is right. When the situation is right.
Sure. Releasing an all-powerful blood mage from 80-year slump.
He was a wonderful maid. She did amazing things.
She's been asleep about I gotta be consistent for our listeners, but
Yes.
I'm trying to do the math in my head.
I know. I think I had it. I was like, it's like
I think I have a timestamp. Okay, so 2083 is the current year. The Fall of the Fang Rancher was 2043. That would have been 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's close.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So, approximately. BE, before, PE.
Post-arrival.
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 And look, we don't even know if she's been slumbering. Just know she's sealed away. I know I would be fighting mad if someone sealed me away for that long. I don't know is the answer. Melchizedek, what we swore to the mayor is that we would pursue our own means of dealing with the Rails, and that releasing her right now is not in the best interest of anyone.
Well, Somerset is one journey closer to the mayoral stronghold. Let's
One.
get some rest and leave early in the morning.
Agreed. And let's find our friend.
All right, well,
As you guys are
Right.
petering off, you hear a knock at the door.
Oh,
No one say anything. No, just kidding.
Is your
Yeah,
boys club
yeah.
over yet, or what? Just trying to figure out what time to wake up tomorrow. I'll be up before you, so if you're not, done jerking yourselves off or whatever you're doing in there.
Someone's salty.
I'll meet you,
You
here
wouldn't
in
do
the
that
morning.
all together. So
You hear this
gross.
Should be up with the dawn. The first light, we wanna hit the road, Collie. If that's all right with you.
You just hear the footsteps of her walking away. Suits me fine.
Takali, let me ask you. The daily reports that you are sending back to Cold Rock,
Certainly.
exactly what are you putting in them?
Well, each and every report has a specified designation of properties. First, it has my name, Takali, prefaced by my official title, which is Hethron. Subsequent to that is a recollection of my daily activities that I take. Most often, it reads out the route that I take from one place to another, as well as notable people that I run into. I will seal this envelope every day and deliver it by mail. Funny enough. You think that the Magus Arcana would have a better system than that, but that's what they tell me to do, and so I do it. I just send it in the mail back to Cold Rock Capital. Back to command. Sure as easily send a message, but
I suppose my question is, in what detail do you describe your new companions?
what, you want a dossier of each one? Which one do you want to start with?
It's up to you. Are
Well-
you describing them in perfect detail? Or are you
far as
just
I-
mentioning that you have met some new comrades who are helping you?
See, how many days has it been now? 2 days?
It's been 2 days.
Well, first day made mention of a group of individuals identifying themselves as the foreman, encountered at Side A. These individuals comprise of one half-elf,
of tan skin, moving around with a mechanical beast of sorts, identifying himself as Eredh. You then have a human male boy, magician, a wizard of some kind, Aurelius's kid. That's underlined, Aurelius, Aureilus, as far as I can guesstimate, is capitalized and underlined. And of course, Zudani male, highly suspicious. Second page describe himself a little bit more detailed than that, omitting out questionable magics performed by one Aurelius, which may seem to have gone unnoticed, but...
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you. The evening passes, you all achieve a long rest, and you wake up to the morning light and the smell of frying pork and eggs and toast from downstairs. And the sounds of farmers outside enjoying their breakfast in the morning sunshine.
Oh, man. Eredh just stretches his muscles. Forgot how taxing working the forges. It's been a minute. Whew. Eugene, how you doing? You managed to get those spells copied?
I am literally finishing copying it into my book right now. Yeah.
Did you sleep at all?
Symbols to go. Yeah, because it was only a it was a second level spell. It required 4 hours. I spent 2, so I only needed 2 to complete it before going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I did sleep. Yeah, okay. I did because I don't want to be exhausted. Is basically it.
Please mark off the gold for copying the spells.
Thank you for the reminder. I'm trying not to drag it in, right? Drag it. Did it go? Oh, I put it in as a spell scroll. Oopsie. Because I put it in party loot. Yep, classic mistake.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway, I will mark off the gold. And then, yeah.
Where's college?
I'll say, do you want to copy it, Eredh? I'll just hand you the book if you want to copy it when you get to it.
I believe it. Isn't it consumed when it gets added to your spellbook?
Oh, is it?
I believe that it is. Yes.
Oh, shit.
You would have to describe it for me.
You'd
have to describe it for me. Have some time.
Okay.
Be useful.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Where's that Kylie girl? Said she'd be up before us. Looking around. And I'm in the sort of main room.
You look around, you see the farmhands from yesterday. You also see the blacksmith here, Joaquin, who just kind of looks up and nods to you, particularly seeing the greatsword slung across your back. Gives him a bit of a smile. He just kind of waves pleasantly as he enjoys his breakfast.
Eredh waves at him, and then walks up to the bar. Is there anybody there?
Yeah, the young woman from that you had. Well, no, you didn't interact with her actually. Young woman, fire red hair, and older woman as well. Also with red hair, although hers is sort of specked with gray at this point, and she's standing off to the side, and the younger woman is in charge of the bar at the moment, it seems. What can I get for you?
My good woman, I would like to pay for that man there's breakfast. And he hands her a gold piece. Will that do, or
That'll
more?
pay for quite a lot of breakfasts.
Well, for as many breakfasts as it buys, see that man there eats free, or at least as much as that'll buy.
Right you are. That's mighty generous of you.
It's a good man right there. Help me out.
Oh, Joaquin? Oh, when he got here approximately 3 years ago. Remember my dad? He was a farmer. Passed away last year, unfortunately. But broke his plough. Plough wouldn't do in the fields anymore. Couldn't afford to fix it either. Joaquin fixed it for free. He's a good man.
I'd imagine there are quite a few around here who owe us, or who owe him what we do. May this go some way towards repaying the debt.
Don't tell anyone. But there's a rumor. He's actually rich. Do you believe it?
No.
Right? That's what I said. Looking at him. Covered in soot from the forge.
Huh. Can I roll an insight check to see if she's messing with me?
Sure. Go ahead.
Trying to figure out whether or not she believes it. 12.
12. She seems honest. She seems like she's heard the gossip. And part of her wants to believe it's true because it's kind of fun to think that there's a super wealthy blacksmith living here in town. Like, what the hell is that? But she doesn't believe it. She doesn't think it's true. But it is a rumor that, you know, she doesn't seem to be lying to you or messing with you. At least with a 12.
Melchizedek believes it, though.
Well,
He saw the light of business behind the man's eyes.
certainly show some initiative with respect to business. Very receptive to my friend here's business proposition. So,
Your friend where?
it's around. Is Melchizedek descended into the main room yet?
Oh yeah, he would be there.
Is that your friend? Saw him the other day he was in here. She gets a little bit of a glint in her eye.
Well,
He lies,
And the
and-
tension.
Mel, you do recall when you were inside and you end up speaking with Impik that you heard several of the people who work here talking about you, and one of them had said you were handsome and mysterious.
tell you what,
And
is
right, he was.
friendly. Would you like to say hello?
Oh no, I shouldn't. No, I'm far too busy right now. You see, she's fire red, blushing currently.
Fair enough. He's a bit of an adventurer, you know. We all are. Don't stay put for too long.
She just kind of
Still.
smiles a little bit.
We'll be sure to stop by again in our travels. What's your name?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. We'll be sure to stop by and say hello again. My friend in particular. You have a good day now.
You as well.
Goes to talk to his friends and then
She very quickly goes back to polishing a glass behind the bar that absolutely does not need to be polished.
So I imagine that I saw the interaction but didn't overhear it. But having noticed Esmeralda turn red while talking to Eredh, I will say to Eredh when he gets back, well, you do seem to have quite a stimulating effect upon the denizens of this bar.
only through affiliation, my friends. And he winks at you.
Who, me? And Melchizedek winks back.
Yeah.
It's
You look
not
at eye contact. She's like plunging her hand into it.
Like elbow deep, like
Yeah.
Do you try to make eye contact with her?
Yeah, sure.
She glances up at you, and you see she's kind of been looking at you a little bit, and she drops the glass, which immediately shatters on the floor. And the older woman quickly turns, Fiona, what are you doing now? Get your head out of the
breaks
clouds, you
Eugene's
silly girl.
attention. Eugene's been like trying to copy spells this whole time, like in the bar, like with his books out, like the spell book and his book. Like, oh, what? He hasn't been paying attention at all to the flirting or any of it.
Jim, was that a slip or was her name? Did she actually say Fiona and not Esmeralda?
She said Fiona.
Eredh kind of glances at her at this.
She looks even more embarrassed now. He just kind of quickly sweeps up and like hurriedly disappears into the back room as quickly as she can.
Perhaps we'd best be off before we break everything that we fixed here.
Fair enough. I'll go saddle Chance and we'll get the cart all set and make our way to Somerset.
Yeah, you'd find Takali by the cart, having been on patrol. She, as you come back and greet her, she just, makes a wry comment. Something like,
Her own horse, right?
her horse is spectral. It is like
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, well, she casts every morning when she goes on her patrol. She ritually, as part of her morning routine, ritually casts, which you would have seen, Phantom Steed, which is like this creature. It's a facsimile of a horse, but it's actually made. Its like body is comprised of like writhing vines. Like the body itself is like a large, like is wooden and stocky, but the legs themselves and like all of the limbs and the head are this just sort of like interwoven like series of vines and branches and leaves that
I'm messing around, huh?
facsimile of a horse. That's right. That's trustworthy. That's her steed. You find her. She's by the carts, and she's with trustworthy. She's kind of like patting it on its head.
As you mount up and ride out of town, you hear one of the right hand as he sort of like side eyes your horse. Fucking mages. It's about a 2 days ride from here to Somerset. Yes, from here to Somerset. I need one of you to helm the journey. It's an easy road to travel, although once you turn off the main road that's headed to Attenberg and eventually to Valitria, it gets a little rougher. It's more like a country lane as opposed to a road. It's not particularly wide, and there's 2 tracks side by side for the wheels, but the center is overgrown with grass and sometimes high weeds. I need one of you to roll a survival check, please.
I can mine the cart the first day.
Okay.
Survival. An 8.
An 8. Okay. Day passes. Nothing in particular is of interest to you. You do notice sometime throughout the day that the sky becomes a little overcast. It's still a beautiful day, and it's not on top of you, but you see what looks to be a thunderstorm sort of pass over the fields of wheat and barley to your left as you travel down. It's actually quite beautiful. You see lightning strikes in the distance, and you hear the of thunder as it rolls across this valley that you're in currently. You hear the sound of rain in the very far distance and the sort of sweet smell of wet earth, particularly tilled earth. Day passes without issue. You can take a long rest along the road should you wish.
Yes, I would make camp for the evening.
Okay. One person please
Was that
roll a
day-
D20. Go ahead.
Do
Would
you
this day constitute enough time to copy another spell?
Yeah, if you're riding in the back of the cart and not doing anything else.
All right. Oh wait, by the way, I was looking in the wizard language of when it says copying of spells into your spell book, and it doesn't say anything about consuming the spell. I'm not sure if it says it somewhere else in the handbook or in
I
the
think it's a
wizard
Jeremy
section.
Crawford rule, but I can look it up.
What? What's the rule? What?
Okay.
What?
We can play.
That
By the
copying
way,
a
if
spell
you want it,
consumes the scroll you're copying
Yeah.
from.
Oh.
if you want it to be that way, of course we can play that way.
I think that's how it is. If it isn't, then we'll
Let's
roll
do it
that
that way.
back in next session. I'll look it up in between.
Well, so in that case, before I just commit and say what spell I copy next, I guess I'll check with Eredh. Like, what do you think about Scorching Ray, Eredh? Is that what you would want to know?
Well, I think the way we've been fighting, I've been drawing attention. Things that are defensive in nature would be useful. Mirror image, for example, great. In terms of my range ability, I can cast Ray of Frost, shoot a beam of frost and ice. Fire would be also useful to know, surely. But
Wait. Pardon me. Is that a spell? Whose spell book is that?
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. It's a spell book. We bought it. Yeah, it's ours. Anyway,
Roll deception, please.
Yeah.
shouldn't have
I was
said,
gonna say I would love to roll an insight check on that.
damn it, Eugene, be a better liar.
Oh my god.
be a better liar.
That's weird. Well,
18.
you know who am I to judge? I would never part with my spell book personally, but them some mighty fine spells you're talking about casting. If you ask me, I think you should choose. What was the last spell that you named, Eredh?
Ray of Frost?
Ray of Frost is great. You know, you can surely slow down a foe at a distance with a spell like that. And, well, that's a fine
Well,
spell
Eredh,
in my estimation.
This will probably take you all day. I actually don't even know if you can use this. It's a pretty high level spell, but there's Dimension Door. It'll take you literally all day, though.
Well,
Well, I could teach you how to
Fourth
do
level.
that.
Fourth level. I don't know if you can cast fourth level.
You have to have 4th level spell slots.
right.
Yeah.
Not there. Right
Okay.
there.
Well, a little bit lower level, like 1-ish, actually exactly 1, is a Fear spell. Could you use that one?
Oh, yeah, that'd be quite useful.
Alright. You can copy Fear. I guess, I wish I could give you Major Image. Can we retcon that I didn't take Major Image? Because Scorching Ray is the same level, would have took the same amount of time. Like,
Nope.
I just feel bad. I didn't realize it consumed the spell, and if like
it can
Eredh,
can be fixed. You can create a
Right.
scroll. You can create a scroll of it and then give that as well from your book.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So there is a way to
We'll just do that down the
road.
road. We'll do
Yeah.
that. Okay. Sorry.
Wait. Oh, that's a cool spell economy.
Well, then I'll definitely copy Scorching Ray. And
Okay.
Eredh can do Fear, I guess. Let's see, how do I can't really like mark these off, I don't think.
The rain
it's
in
my
the
like
night
spells.
rolls onto your camp, probably around 8 p.m. in the evening. The cart is covered. You do have large blankets and waxed
We have
canvas.
the traveling tent, right?
I was wondering if anyone would remember that.
Oh yeah, I would love to pitch it
Okay.
beside the
Faculty.
car.
You see, as they dismount from the cart, they pitch a small green tent that looks to be very well made, actually. It's green canvas that's waxed with brown leather straps and brass buckles all over it. And the three of them, while still carrying on this conversation, simply duck and disappear inside.
Takali is quick to follow them, and as she opens the curtain and sees what's inside, will she recognize what something like this is? My question is, are the banners and insignia, like, were there any on the tent itself? Just player knowledge stuff. I'm just wondering if any of that still remains on the tent.
Roll a perception check for me.
This will be an 18.
An 18. It's faded, but there is a insignia on the side of the tent. It's not quite the sign of the Magus Arcana. You've never seen it before, but it is a flaming sphere, like the Magus Arcana, but with a sword through it, downward.
Do I recognize what that is? Like where it differentiates?
Ooh.
Like from the Magus Arcana?
Roll a history check for me.
Can I do so with advantage?
Because
an
you
elf?
are a member of the Verandiel, I will lower the DC for you, but it's not common knowledge.
Be a natural 1.
Natural 1. Unfortunately, no, it's not something you've ever seen before. You imagine it probably has something to do with the Magus Arcana, but you don't know anything beyond that. You see a flaming sphere, but it's faded and it's clearly an old item, although in perfect working order.
The rain drips down and pops the canvas, making a light tapping sound as it collects and rolls along the side. Melchizedek, the last of them to enter, closes the tent behind it. Takali sees that symbol, just puts her hand over it, and brushes aside some of the water to make it clear. Grabs the tent by the flaps and opens it up. Walks inside. Now, where did you get this?
Welcome to our home away from home.
Well, I will not complain about this. Modified
I
10.
The fire shard in its little in the brazier that's there, the brazier, and say Mushtail, and it springs to light.
You see Takali's hand. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe you guys roll a perception check for this.
Well, say what you're going to do, and I'll see if they will determine if they see it.
As Melchizedek pulls out this artifact and speaks into it, you see her hand motion toward, her hand motions towards her before she releases tension on her hand and just kind of pats her, she's trying to be casual about it, but something
she's got
about
a auto response to casting.
Could see anyone with a
you want me to roll
passive
for
perception of about 14 or higher would probably see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell me, Verandiel, are your kind familiar with these?
Are you joking?
You have no
They
use
are-
for them in Cold Rock. The forges and furnaces are powered from beneath by magic, and you don't really see the purpose for carrying fire when most mages possess the skill to simply create it. But you're aware of the magic that could do this.
I heard
It only seems to me that you were surprised by its appearance here.
Forgive me. You're just... Well, for being frank, you ain't like any other Zudani I heard of. And you see,
These are-
she goes over by her bunk and she pops her bag down and satchel down while she's talking to you.
These are not uncommon amongst my people. We carry them for the cold nights in the desert, when fuel for fires is scarce to be found.
Well, from how I understand it, you carried a whole heck of a lot more firepower than that, now didn't you? And she plops down her bag, drops it down when she says that. Takes
Okay.
off both of her axes and she puts them down by on her bed.
Melchizedek picks up the fire shard, the ember shard, holding the glowing stone in his hand. This one is harmless. Juggles it back and forth a few times, puts it back down.
Sure, that one's harmless, but well, just again, forgive me. The way I said that was mean. You know, what I meant was you really ain't like any other Zidani I heard of.
Have you heard of many of us then?
You're joking, right? Are you joking?
I mean real ones, not the ones from your legends.
Legends to you is just ain't the same for us kind. We live a lot longer than you know. We remember. Well, I wasn't there for it anyway, but them old heads remember. They told us about raven mad Zidanis. Ones wielding great power, ain't have no kind of regard for how to use it, and well, that's why we had to step in, correct them. Ain't in a bad way.
For the best that you were not there. We might not be able to have such a friendly conversation in a magic tent, over a magic fire, in the rain, on the road to Somerset.
Suppose that's why you ain't exactly like them ones I heard of. Ain't saying it in a bad way, just surprised is all.
Evening passes
Awkward silence.
in awkward silence until you fade off to sleep, and we will pick up there next time. To all of you listening, thank you very much. We hope you had fun. We certainly did.
We did.
Yeah.
Above all,
Yeah.
we hope you have a magical night.
Oh, that
And
too.
vote.
And please, for fuck's sake, vote.
Vote. Good night, everyone.